Today we talk about the 1990 classic Days of Thunder and its surprisingly small line of toys that released along with the film, as well as play a few minutes of Nascar 99 on the Nintendo 64. One of my all-time favorite nostalgia flicks from the early 90s is Days of Thunder, and it's got a controversial history. It turns out that Jerry Bruckheimer had filmed many scenes from this movie with his movie cars on real tracks with real cars during real races. So no wonder fans were upset. Even if it was a pace lap, it's still mild interference. Couple that with the fact that the movie portrays a lot of contact between the vehicles that would never actually be allowed in a real NASCAR race. NASCAR officials and fans felt that it reflected poorly on their racing sport and made it look more like a blood sport. If you look at the movie's billing, you're going to see Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Robert Duvall, Cary Elwes, and you're even going to see Randy Quaid, but who are you not going to see? The main antagonist, Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker plays Rowdy Burns, who's the foil to Tom Cruise's Cole Trickle. Rowdy Burns was a grizzled NASCAR racer, and the part was originally written for Dale Earnhardt himself, the Intimidator. Rowdy Burns has a little bit of a change of heart towards Cole as they make a journey towards friendship throughout the movie. It's a blast. There's tons of cars smacking up each other on the track. Robert Duvall, I love his line, "Rubbin' is racing." Cary Elwes comes in as a great villain, though, to be honest, he's kind of forgettable. I'm trying to think of what his character's name was. I got the toy right here. I love Cary Elwes' work, but this is a testament to how forgettable his character was. Russ Wheeler. This is Russ Wheeler's Hardee's. This is his Hardee's car. I think this one was also a Chevrolet Lumina. I think most of the vehicles that we see the characters driving are Chevy Luminas in this one, if that helps date it. So the Lumina was their flagship sedan at the time that they were using for stock cars. Anyway, I love this movie. It follows the journey of Tom Cruise's Cole Trickle, who starts as an open-wheel racer and wants to go into NASCAR. He has no experience driving a stock car. He's only ever watched it on ESPN. And, his track record is about as good as you can imagine, but it makes for a great movie. It makes for a fun watch. I highly recommend, if you got an afternoon to burn, check out Days of Thunder. Let's play NASCAR 99 on the Nintendo 64. I can't remember the last time I played this. Oh, they started me as Earnhardt in the quick race. I'm the Intimidator. That's a lot of pressure to try to... Oh. See, there's no trigger, so I have to push gas and let off a gas. I can't just, give it light gas. I don't know if I should have got more aggressive there. No, too far on the inside. Oh, there's no shifting. Yeah, pushing it out here. Oh. Oh! Oh, Sorry. Canadian driving there. Sorry. Okay. Going a little fast. It is still with the old analog controller. A little touchy. Alright. Oh, a little fast in there.
He picked up the pace through that trap.
Hey, I recognize that car. That's Jeff Gordon. That's Jeff Gordon. So I wasn't a huge NASCAR fan, but I remember him. He was everywhere.
That was his best lap so
Him and Earnhardt. They just I was paying too much attention to that. I got all excited. I got starstruck. This classic rivalry I have going on my screen.
He was slower through that.
The boys just duking it out. I hope touching the wall didn't. I don't know how this older stuff works. Touching the wall did a ton of damage to me or not. There, I took him out. I overtook him. I overtook Jeff Gordon.
Oh man, that was his best lap so far.
I also don't know how we. Oh! I was trying not to hit him. He was everywhere. I don't know how the tire wear works here. We have pits. I'm trying to look at all the stuff on the screen. It's like, oh man. And I'm like 2 feet away from a 20-inch CRTV. This is how this would have been played back in the day. And my folks would have killed me for sitting this close to the TV.
Keep battling. This race ain't over.
How could you see this sitting back on a couch like 8 feet away? Oh, there's some contact up ahead. I can't think about living in the 90s now. They're hitting each other. Oh.
He picked up the pace through that trap.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Every time it shows me the stats, it freaks me out because I can't. The camera angle, I'm looking just like up at the top of the screen for much of it.
Keep digging.
Yeah, all the time when those numbers come down, it's like, ooh, can't quite see. Sudden blindness. I have NASCAR blindness. Oh, I went way too fast into that, and I just couldn't pull myself back in. Getting all aggressive, I was getting greedy.
There's some great racing out there.
Aw, he said there's some great racing out there. I hope he was talking about me in 11th place. I'm doing good too, right? 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 Aw. Oh, that was a bit much. I had to brake a bit. Yes! Climbed up to 9th. Here we go. We're getting the let out now.
That was his fastest lap.
That was his fastest lap. Trying to keep his line. Trying to keep a good line. Be a professional here. See, I can tell where to go because they colored it in for me. Oh, I went in too fast.
Just one more lap to go. It'll be a shootout to the finish.
There's no way I'm... Come on.
We've got him running in
Maybe
the
I
top
just
10.
get a little bit more reckless. No, don't get more reckless. That ain't gonna help. Don't get more reckless, I said.
He is currently being shown in 9th place.
What about a little bit of recklessness? No, don't get reckless. I got on the apron. That slows you down so much. Here's the flag. I think that was 9th place. Dale Jarrett did 1st place. I brought 6 seconds off the leader. 6 seconds. Not great. I don't want to sign for it. This is a diecast that I got sent to me. This was a duplicate of one of the ones that I'll show off later here. It's got a double print. I left this one, the person who sent it shrink wrapped the shrink wrap, which I thought was really amusing until I noticed there's still a nice little pillowing effect on the wrapper inside, and it made me giggle because I'm sitting here going, that air has been trapped since 1990. Is the air worth more than the diecast? Would somebody be interested in tearing this open and going like, oh, I can smell the beginnings of the housing bubble? Ninja Turtles was doing well at the box office. Bush administration was kicking off. We hadn't gone to Kuwait yet. Oh, wow, a simpler time. No internet, party lines. You can almost taste the Blockbuster case that would have been sitting open on the living room floor. Just fantastic. Considering the popularity of the movie Days of Thunder, you would think that getting die-cast replicas would be pretty easy, right? Well, as it turns out, they didn't merchandise the film very much. In fact, vintage die-cast is pretty hard to come by. There's a company called Racing Champions that produced a series of diecast that were on cardboard back peggable blister packs, similar to like a Hot Wheels or a Matchbox car. They offered 5 car variants. You could get the black and white Exxon Mobil car. You could get the black and yellow and green Mellow Yellow car. You could get the green and yellow City Chevy car, the pink and white Superflow car, and the Hardee's car, which was blue and orange. So they did have the full line of cars driven by named characters in the movie. However, I actually like the ones produced by Applause that were given away with the Hardee's Kids Meals. Now, you could only get 4 variants, so the black and white Exxon Mobil that was driven by Rowdy Burns is not in fact available in the Applause line, but you can still get Russ Wheeler's orange and blue Hardee's. You can still get the Superflow, the City Chevy, and my favorite, the coveted Mellow Yellow car. As a kid at the time, the Mellow Yellow car was plastered all over the marketing for Days of Thunder, so of course that's the one that every little boy wanted in their meal. I like these cars. They're 1/64th scale. They are a little bit wider wheelbase, and it sort of makes them look squished. I don't know if they did that to make them look more race car-esque. What I did notice is when I was younger and had one unwrapped, it didn't work very well on a Hot Wheels track. But these guys make great display pieces. I certainly think I'm going to track down some that were loose and out of package just so that you can pick them up and play around with them a bit. It's no fun having them in package on display all the time, but I wanted to get some that were kind of clean for my first run. So I think that they're awesome. It's great that Kids Meal toy lasted 30 years looking so good. And I mean, they were durable. I'll say that one that I had as a little kid, that pink and white Superflow car, I played with that all the time. I had that and the Ertl diecast Batmobile were probably my 2 favorites at the time for movie tie-in cars. I took them outside, I played in the sandbox, I beat them up in the house, and they still kept on rolling. So I can't argue with the build quality. These were a lot of fun, and if you're looking for a collector item to tie into one of your favorite 90s nostalgia movies, these are worth a look. Hey there, if you watched this far into the show, please hit the like and subscribe button so you can see more content like this.